With being called the world's biggest company by revenue and almost 12,000 stores globally, why doesn't Germany want a piece of this Walmart action? If you're new around here and you like seeing my American and Germany experiences, consider subscribing. Make it easier by activating the bell notifications for more exciting weekly uploads. What's up, everybody? I'm Christopher, back here with another video, and I'm going to talk about why Walmart failed here in Germany. So by now, if you haven't at least heard of Walmart, you probably live under the sea or in outer space. Most people should have at least heard of a Walmart by now. So as mentioned before, with Walmart moving from not only being called a supermarket, but moving into what they call now a hypermarket, it has now become the world's largest company by revenue. And if you don't know what that means that they have over $500 billion US, as reported this year by the Fortune Global 500. Also mentioned before, they have almost 12,000 stores globally, and that's in almost 30 countries around the world. Walmart was started in 1962 by a one Sam Walton. Not this one, this one. Sam opened his first Walmart discount store, and within the first 5 years had already made millions in US dollars. Which is not too shabby considering Sam was a former employee of another retail chain, JCPenney. Fun fact. Mr. Walton continued his success throughout the 70s and 80s, all the way up until he died in the 90s. But business didn't stop, and as you can see today, Walmart has become the superpower that it is. So fast forward to today's times, and Walmart is undeniably a force in department stores, or big box stores as they're commonly known as. So why is it then that we don't see a mesh between the perceivably successful Walmart and the arguably great country like Germany? Well, let's dig into it a little bit. So here are some quick bullet points of some things that you can find when you go into a Walmart. Most Walmart supercenters can consist of a whole list of departments to include grocery and food, pharmacy and vision services, lawn and garden and hardware services, automobile parts care and supplies, hair and nail salons, and even massage chair areas, shoes and apparel, arcade and video game sections, jewelry departments, movie rentals, and now I think it's down to maybe only Redbox, banking services, and even restaurants like McDonald's or Subway, or just a regular deli eatery. That's a lot to pack into a department store. That's why they've gone from supercenter to hypercenter. Nowadays, the average size of a Walmart is 180,000 square feet, or nearly 20,000 square meters. The biggest Walmart can be found at Crossgate Canyons at the Crossgate Mall in Albany, New York, with a whopping 260,000 square feet, or about 24,000 square meters, over 2 levels of Walmartiness. So with all that said, that's a lot to want to be involved in, wouldn't you say? Well, a lot of other countries also think that, to include Germany. Once upon a time. So in 1997, Walmart bought 2 big German chains, Wertkauf, which they paid $750 million for, and Interspar, which they paid $1.3 billion for. So after the money spent, they actually got stores here in the country. Now the first problem came in the way of pricing. Walmart was accused of using predatory pricing. And what that looked like to other businesses, especially smaller ones, was that it was looking to smother them out. Well, Germany doesn't quite operate like that. At least at the time it didn't. So Germany requested Walmart raise the prices. They obliged. But what that did is just make everything too expensive. So they had to lower them again to stay competitive with the other chains. Kind of a mess already. But let's talk about the inner workings of Walmart. So anybody who knows Walmart historically knows that they have this thing where they want to be called the friendliest store in town, okay? What they do is they have certain requirements from their employees to try to facilitate this title. They want their employees to always smile. They want their employees to always greet people, and not only greet them. So if a customer is within a certain distance from one of the employee was mandated to help that customer. Whether the customer asked for it or not, they were to offer their assistance to this customer. So anybody that knows Germany, I even have videos on this, you know Germany isn't the put on kind of society. They don't just throw smiles at you for no reason. They don't just spark up conversations. They don't just randomly walk up to people expecting some kind of instant bond. It just don't happen here. So when the employees were expected to do this, they thought they were coming off as disingenuous. And at this point of living in Germany, I can actually see why. It just didn't seem authentic to them. And in a way, it's kind of not. You're kind of just at work. Outside of work, That's not something most of those people do otherwise. So with that requirement, Walmart also had a requirement that they stay in semi-good physical shape. So how Walmart contributed to this was having everybody do synchronized calisthenics before work every day. I don't even know if that's a thing in the States. I never hear anybody I know that works at Walmart doing synchronized calisthenics. So this one is a little funny to me. But along with these synchronized calisthenics, they also had a hype chant for everybody. This was supposed to get everybody excited about starting their shift at the Walmart. And it sounded something like this: Walmart, 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 Walmart. Can you imagine always having to do that at the beginning of your shift? But again, I don't know anybody that I know that works at Walmart that's told me that this is something that they do. It's a little funny to me too. But one last thing about the Walmarts in Germany requirements is the employees were not allowed to date each other. Now obviously this should seem funny to anybody, but here in Germany, they are not going to let you infringe on their right to see people. Their right to be involved with a person that you're interested in. They're just not going to let you. So all of these things just were not working well for Walmart's success in Germany. But as time passed and we reached about the year 1997, Germany decided that they had had enough of Walmart. And Walmart ended up having to sell their 90+ stores and leave. Now, after it's all said and done, it's reported that they ended up only losing about $3 billion. Surprisingly though, Walmart continues to be successful. Besides their continued success in the US, they're also doing well in Canada, Mexico, but even more internationally, they're doing exceptionally well in the UK, Argentina, Chile, Africa, and also as subsidiaries in China and Japan. So with things not working out in Germany, it's kind of just looking like a trip and fall to Walmart, as the company is still so large that it just seems unaffected in any kind of way. But from my perspective, here's what I think happened when Walmart decided to do business in Germany. It seems to me that Walmart failed to understand the laws completely, number one. I feel like they thought they were so big that they were above certain things and they would get Germany to conform to them. I think the pricing debacle was the biggest thing for them. That should have been their first hint that they needed to do something different if they wanted to last here. But secondly, I don't think they grasped the concept of the culture here in Germany. In order to survive in any other country that you're not used to, that you weren't born in and didn't grow up in, you have to understand the culture. The culture is the people. If you're bypassing the culture, you're bypassing the people. If you're bypassing the people, you don't have anyone that's going to support you or your ventures. So as cool as it would have been to see a Walmart make it and be successful here, I kind of side with Germany on this one. If you don't embrace the culture will eventually push you out. And as big and powerful as Walmart is, without embracing the culture, they still failed here in Germany. Obviously, if you're new here and you want to see more of this stuff, consider subscribing, and then I'll talk to you in the next video.